Hey, what's up, YouTube? Today is Thursday, September 14th, 2017, and today was day 5. Yeah, day 5 at the shelter with the Red Cross, and it was a pretty um, eventful day. Found out a lot of information. Today they had me basically in the dorms, helping residents move out. So we'd help them move out, and also pretty much walk around the entire dorm section and see who hasn't been there in a while. Remove the cots, stack the cots, and load them up into a cart and wheel the cart, to another section where they are to be sanitized and cleaned. And if they have personal belongings, we pretty much put it in a bag and in a garbage bag and just leave it in that area. So if they ever do come back asking for their stuff, it's still there. Well, hopefully it's still there. So it was verified today that there is a virus going on in the shelter. So I'm sick now. My brother's pretty bad, but today's his birthday and he did a good job today, even though he was not 100%. So yeah, today they stopped the showers. There's no showers today, or they stopped with that. And there's also no what else did I say? There's no showers and there's no there's food, but it's delivered mostly. Like today they had pizza, and I'm not sure what they had for breakfast. We didn't see what they had for breakfast, and I'm not sure what they had for dinner because I was after I did the dorm duty, I did crowd control. Crowd control is not my favorite spot, but they picked us because I guess we're the only two. I'm not saying that I'm a tough guy or anything, but the only two men that look strong, I guess they said, and they wanted somebody to represent everybody else was left, and there are becoming very few volunteers that can't do that job, I guess, or they don't want to. It is stressful. It's very frustrating. People trying to get in and trying to lie to you. I had one lady saying that she was staying there, that she lost her band. Remember the band I was telling you about? Residents were orange. The volunteers were red, and so she said hers fell off, and it just didn't sound right, So I'm like, and she looked kind of, very clean, like she was living somewhere else, and I'm not sure if she's. I don't know why she wanted to come in, but I mean, I'm not saying that everybody that's homeless is dirty. I'm just saying she had really nice clothes on, and it just didn't. And then she didn't look familiar. But she said she was there too. I forget what she said, but she said that that she lost her band and she needed a new one. So I asked her several questions, trying to question where she was staying, and she said she was staying in dorm C. Okay, we do have a dorm C, and there's a very specific, unique dorm, which is A. Okay, that's where the showers were, and that's where the pets are. So she couldn't tell me that. So I told her she couldn't come in. I'm sorry, I can't. It's only for residents. Whatever we have left, as far as donations and supplies, and it's for the people that are already registered there. I want to help her. I really do. But if there's not even enough to go around for the I mean, there's enough to go around, but they don't have extra to give. They barely have enough for the residents that are there. I also ran into Roy today. Like I said, I was very busy doing other things, moving people in and out, unloading, loading their belongings in garbage bags and boxes, and pushing the cart all the way to the front of the building so that their transportation so we can load it up to their transportation, and so they can go wherever they need to go. And as I was coming back, I saw Roy, and he was sitting with the FEMA division, and was trying to get housing taken care of because he's homeless now. So he's the one that's disabled and everything. And she asked me to take him to lunch. Well, I said okay. He's like, but at first he's like, I need to use the washroom. So we're trying to figure out which washroom to use, because now since the shelter is now being moved, that facility is going to be shut down. But they are going to be moving these 1,200. There's 1,200 residents right now. It seems to be going up. And what we think is happening is a lot of people that are leaving, they're saying that, like today I had an incident when I was moving a family out. I said, I need your bands. And they said, oh, okay. And then when I turned around, they didn't have their bands on anymore. As I was pushing the cart to load them up. I go, where are your bands? Oh, we threw them in the garbage. I'd never seen them thrown in the garbage, and I looked in the garbage can when we passed, and I didn't see anything. So I think they still had them. See, things like that kind of upsets me, because they're taking advantage of things like that. Which whatever, you know. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna. I got their names. That's part of the procedure that they need to check out, and see, nobody told me anything about that. They said that, oh, you know, my supervisor was gonna come with me, and we're gonna check them out. And I don't know if they had to check out on the computer. I just take their names and then that was it, and then turn it in. You know, but they had to check out on the computer and give those bands. So what I think they're doing is they're selling those bands on the street so that other people come in, because there's one person that came in that was very aggressive. I'm like, man, this guy I don't recognize this guy. I mean, there's 1,200 people, and you recognize pretty much everybody in a period of a week, you know. So I'm sure there's people I've met, but you see the same people, see the same faces, you know, because you have bathroom duty, and you see a lot of people in and out. But this person, individual, is a very unique person, very unique features, and you know, to identify who you are. He had a unique tattoo on his cheek, kind of like, it almost looked like Mike Tyson, you know, but like a smaller version of Mike Tyson. He was just being so aggressive towards the police. Even he was. The procedure is that when you walk in the facility, you have to be searched. Regardless, all your belongings, whatever you have on you, whatever you bring in, you have to be, except for the volunteers. Unless, you know, you're a new volunteer, and for whatever reason they might search you. I don't know why. But when I first started, they first searched me, my first or second day, and then by that time they pretty much know me. So this guy was very aggressive towards the police, giving them a hard time because they were going to take his lighter away, and that's part of the issue, is to take the lighter away. And we took the lighter away, and then he just got, and the police officer, who's a sergeant, asked me, he's like, Red Cross, yay or nay? Like, what do you mean by that? And he's like, do you want me to kick him out or not? He's giving us such a hard time already. And I'm like, well, that's not my call. You know, I never made a call like that before. Then I saw how he was acting. He's go, oh, you're not, because that's what they were saying, is that, it's your decision whether you want these guys to come in or not, if they're causing issues. And I said, I looked at him and the way he was acting, and I never seen this guy before, and I said, you know what? Don't let him in. We don't need that. We don't need people like that. I mean, for the most part, people are they know the routine. Okay, they're aware of everything, and it just seems to me like if you're some of them cop an attitude still. Like when I ask to see their band, if I don't see them and I don't recognize them, sometimes I forget faces. But I this guy you wouldn't forget. Some people. I had one lady come in, and she kind of gave me a little attitude yesterday. Sorry about that, guys. She gave me a little attitude yesterday because her kid was kind of blocking the entrance, and they have two search lanes, one for women and one for men. And the women takes a little longer because there's less women police officers that are able to frisk. And then it also search all your belongings, your purses and backpacks, or all that takes time. So it's fine, whatever. But and she was just blocking her son was blocking the entrance, and at that time we had only one door open so that people can get in because it was just so hectic out there. And I think in my previous video I'll tell you, I explain why. And so I just asked her, can you please move your kid out of the way so he doesn't get trampled on? And today she walks in and she's holding, I guess her band fell off, and she's holding it in her hand with a bunch of bags tucked underneath, hidden, and I couldn't see it. I'm like, where's your band? Can I see your band? And then she's like, it's right here, don't you see it? And I'm like, no, I didn't see it. You had it wrapped in your hand, and you had things in your hand. You were carrying things in that hand. How can I see it? It's almost like you're asking for a confrontation. I didn't say that to her, but I was thinking that, like, it's almost like you're asking for a confrontation, or it's like I'm not gonna deal with that. I mean, I'm trying to help people, and even I had other people. I had the police back me up too, because another person trying to get in that didn't have a band gave me problems, saying that how, we're cold-hearted and this and that, and they say, why are you giving this guy a hard time? That one of the police officers stood up for me and said, he's just trying to help, and that's all it is. We're just trying to help. It's not our decision who we can let in or not. It's not our decision. So, but if you ask me, today was supposed to be our last day. And if you ask me, I would do it all over again. I'd like to go to Florida, but I think I needed a little break and to recover from this, whatever this is. So I said today might have been our last day, but I think we're gonna go in for a few more hours tomorrow. Because tomorrow I think is the big move. We don't know yet. But we're supposed to be shutting down in the next couple days the convention center, and they're supposed to relocate everyone that's a resident there to some abandoned mall. It's northwest of here, I believe, about 11 miles northwest of here. It's an abandoned mall. The owner, I overheard the supervisor say that there's concerns of security and safety, whatever that means. So it's not official yet. So they might not have a place to go yet. And I don't know how that's going to work. So I also heard through police officers that there's a gun show this weekend at the convention center. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting tomorrow. We're not gonna do a full shift. We're gonna work from 11 to 3 because we're was planning to go out with my brother tonight and celebrate his birthday, but it didn't work out that way. Man, I really went over on this. Okay, yeah, tomorrow 11 to 3. Tomorrow I'm gonna go have hopefully have dinner with my niece Ashley. Love you. I haven't seen you since you were little, but I'm not sure if it's a good idea to see her with my my cold, and I don't know what it is. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. Anyways, I'm gonna sign off because I went way over. Got to keep it short. All right, guys. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.